Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Powerful running. The kick team down there quickly. They don't have to look as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he could even make it to the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give to Barkley out of the gun. Just not a ton of room to work.
Let's go.
Get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Barkley.
There you go.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle they go. Williams. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
I knew it was going to. Fuck. Missed the kick, missed the tackle.
2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They go play action here on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Kobe Parkinson.
That's a big nigga.
Gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll take this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will be
We knew who was going to. So that nigga went back.
8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll look to throw.
Give me that shit.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Young from the shotgun. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards to the Kansas City first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here we go. Ready.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Takedown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Returnable here for Davis. And 8-yard return there after the punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play in their seasons. They hold on to their lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Following the interception, Young. Man, he hits it in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Black, 95.
Now here's Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. While I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Set, hut. Black 40. White, white. Black shot. Hut.
Young to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they're running more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Down. Straight.
Young. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Set. Green gap. 45. White.
Here is Young.
Damn.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And that is caught for a touchdown. Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Running lanes rate a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal, Broncos.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal. At the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they have to just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Young. And he is caught. He's got room to roam. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Broncos 13.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Malcolm Williams on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it with the option right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I think the backup's in there going to make.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And Lions able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Denver.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock down, because this one is over a long time ago.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Young. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Young now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And they are going to score again. Yeah, another touchdown as they just added their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's 3rd and 3. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Yellow, 22.
Young here to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Young here, you can see changing the play. 2nd and 6. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Good.
The Chiefs
Good game.
on another week as we
I had to get on Saquon ass. I remember.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.